It's Saturday, and in case you forgot, you're watching Project Lifesize. So, I'm finally home. My place, knock on wood, thank God, has not burned down. So therefore, I thought I would take my free week to show you what I probably should have showed you originally, which is the things that I would take with me in case of a fire. So like, last week was an intro to like the show part. So that was the tell part, now this is the show part. See? It's like I freaking planned it. Okay, so the first thing, and I don't remember exactly the order that I said it in the other video, and like many vloggers, I refuse to watch myself past the editing process, so I'm not gonna watch it again. But here is the photo of me and my grandpa that I would take. I don't know, can you see it? You see the TV, I'm watching Bravo. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, I love the Housewives. Okay, so there's little me, and there's my grandpa. I wish you could see him and not see the monitor, but maybe I should take it out of the frame. So it's trial and error, folks, trial and error. No, see, it's laminated, so you still kind of see the screen, but that's little me on his shoulders, and that was my grandpa. Very good looking, tall man. So yeah, I was actually, there's a story behind this photo. I was actually sick. I had at the time like some ridiculous fever that no one knew about until they took me home, and I was a trooper, a damn trooper. You know why? Because I was at a zoo, and I always loved animals, even as a small child. Okay, so that was the picture I would take. Then I had mentioned a stuffed little animal white elephant. How cute is this? I want to give this to my kid because it's so freaking adorable. And I believe the story is my dad got this from Paris or someplace in France. He used to travel a lot for work, and he brought this back to me. How adorable. It used to have eyelashes, but since the 80s, the eyelashes have fallen off, and you can't really tell, but one of the ears fell off at one point, so this ear is sewed back on by really shoddy work. I don't know if you could tell. Sorry, Mom, this sewing is not your forte. But how adorable! And I've had this little guy for quite some time, so I would take him. Then, oh, this is good. So remember the journal I spoke about? I really haven't taken a look at it for quite some time, and it is so emo depressing, okay? Like, I don't know if you could see it, but first of all, I have to have it wrapped with this thing because there's so many notes in it that I have. So many notes. But I don't know if you could see it. I kind of did the front cover because it's on a composition book. It's high school. So I did the front cover, and I hid this from everyone in existence, so it's kind of funny that I'm now going on live YouTube and spilling my guts out, but I don't know if you could, just so emo. Here it's like 79 days to unhappiness, beauty crowds me till I die, psycho slut, which I was so not, which is kind of funny because things I was not, was a big prude, but it says psycho slut, and I don't need to tell you, it's all to be beautiful. Then it says an exploration of the self and other related characters, which I loved. I don't know, there was something about that quote that I really liked. And then in the corner here, there's like a heart that's like made out of feathers and like tied up with a ribbon or flowers. I don't know, it's something. And then in the corner, really tiny, it says it hurts. So I was that kid, but I was going through a lot, you know. I was really going through a lot. So I haven't been able to quite part with the journal yet, and the words within the journal, which are even more depressing, believe it or not, than the cover itself. And you know, I think one day when I'm ready, I don't even know if I'm ready now to I think I am, to read the words that are in this journal. I've kept it, but I haven't really revisited it because it was such a really hard time in my life. So, and then, you know, all the high school notes about the girl I loved and the notes that we passed back and forth, even though she had no idea that I was madly in love with her. And, you know, I don't know, it's just something that's such a huge, huge part of my evolution that I would have to grab it. I maybe would have to grab it before anything else now that I think about it. So, yeah, maybe one day I'll read it. Maybe someday soon now that I pulled it out. So then I said I would take that the painting that my grandpa did, which is not behind me. That's something else. My dad's an art dealer, so, and my nose is running. Okay, let's see if we could see it. But this is the painting that my grandpa did that I absolutely love. He did a lot of abstract work, clearly, and then towards the end of his career is not the right word. He was more into it as a hobby, but did it often. But towards the end of his career-ish, he would do these collages. So I have another one. Excuse the mess in my apartment, but here's another thing that he did. Snazzy. It's got a naked lady on it, so I stole it. So towards the end, he started doing these collages. But definitely in the beginning of his painting stuff, he did a lot of scenery, a lot of landscapes, and then went ahead and did abstract work. So that's it. That's what I would take. I hope I did okay. It is way more nerve-wracking to do a video for someone else's channel than to do any video for your own. So I will see you guys next week. Mwah. Bye.